Yo, I wasn't ready yet. What's good? Shout out to everybody in the stream. Welcome to the channel. That's all I have. I forgot how to do this. I've been off for a week. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do. We're doing live music reviews tonight, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. Kim Durr is in the building. She says, please. Wow, why is that so large? Dude. Why was that so big? The podcast, it was mad tiny. It was like this small, unreadable. This time it took up the whole screen. All right, let's fix this. Cigar Productions, what's good? Lamar's back in the building. What's up? Let's see. Born to Play, what's good? Michael Connor, great to see you back. Z-Man Productions, what's up? Been a minute up here in the Bronx. What's good, Z-Man? It has been a minute. Hope all is well. What's up? The Beats or the BTZ? I think it's the Beats. I'm gonna just say the Beats. We're back to butchering names, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back to the streams where we butcher names and listen to great music. San Diego in the building. Sunny Florida. Y'all, I hope y'all safe in Florida, man. I seen the hurricane was hitting that joint, or has hit it, made landfall somewhere in Florida. So hopefully y'all stay safe, man. Talking about Floridians. What's good, Mr. Wilson? Good to see you. G5 is back in the building. I love it. So yeah, definitely exciting. See, now I gotta, okay. There we go. The Beats though. Okay. That's what I feel. It makes sense. It makes sense. I get it. So we got a lot of submissions in here today. Excited to get through these. See what y'all been working on, man. See what kind of vibes we gonna have on the show tonight. I just got the Akai MPK Mini Plus MIDI controller the other day. How do you like it? Can I see your plant pushing out a new leaf? You see it? You see that new leaf coming in there? You see that? Or are you talking about this one over here? Just coming out. This plant grows like no other. And I never have to water it. That's what I love most about it. It's a non-watering plant that grows on its own. Things are straight on my side of Florida, west side now. Okay, got you. Good to hear. It's that new growth. You already know. Yeah. Yeah, dope stuff, Lamar. I may at some point get a controller for the drums. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Just to get it to control the drum machine designer in Logic, but I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm loving the simplicity of the keys for right now, but you know, I can imagine starting to miss the pads, like some drum pads. So yeah. All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. Drop some fire emojis if y'all ready to start listening to this music. Let's see the fire emojis if y'all ready to listen to this music. Let's move this window out of the way, this window out of the way, and this one, and then I can see. There we go. All right, y'all ready? Y'all like, let's get to it. First up on the list, we got Roy Spearman Jr. Get That. Came on a few weeks ago with this track and got some good feedback. So back again to see if it's on the right track. Let's check it out. timing on those hits would be cleaner. Okay. Yeah, I like the structure of this. Those hits can be cleaner. Time wise, like I would like go in, double check them, see where they are on the grid, kind of drag them a little bit closer. The low end is like really really boomy and a bit muddy for my taste. So that could be doing some EQ things so that like your kick and the 808 or bass sound that you're using aren't competing for the same space frequency wise. Or it could just be swapping out the like the 808 sound to, you know, to just kind of to clean up some space as well. So it could be a sound selection thing, could be more of a, you know, just some tweaking, some EQ stuff on everything that's hitting on the low end. And then still just some mixing things. I feel like those strings can kind of be tucked in the mix a little bit more, so they're not as just as strong and just kind of popping out volume wise in the mix. But yeah, I think if we get a cleaner mix on this, clean up that 808 or swap out that 808 or that bass and that kick, so you have like a punchy kick, but then the lowness, the boominess of the 808, and then having them in their respective spaces on the, you know, on your low end EQ, that could help a lot. And then, you know, the timing on those hits when you hitting, I think it was like around the second verse or something like that. But I like the idea, like the melody and stuff like that you have. So yeah, man, keep it up, keep working on it. Michael Connor says you can hear it on the video game menu section, like the guitar licks. Love the growling bass, indeed. Get that master means that I submitted it to my DAW and then another app to bring up the volume. Dope. The beats though, with the super chat. I get in line. Let's check it out. Let me refresh. Yeah, I like the energy. The energy and BPM on that too was nice. All right, let's here we go. Trying to find I'm not seeing it. Am I just scrolling past this joint? I don't think it's. Nope. When'd you submit that? The beats though. I don't think it's any of these. You may have to submit it again. Well, I know that. I know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, submit it again. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, the brakes on the joint is nice. Just need to clean me up a bit. First 8 bars is hitting. Yeah, facts. Exit instrumental. Exit instrumental. Why am I'm like mad confused right now. I don't see that either. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, no doubt. We'll come back. We'll circle back the beats though. Bet, bet. Beat is called Fresh Start. Dowd 22. I probably said that all the way wrong. Beat is called Fresh Start. All right, let's see if we can find this one. All right, got it. Keep me posted on that once that comes through the beats though. That vocal sample or loop. Good. Got this thing ending. I think it sounds pretty repetitive. We definitely need some type of breakdown in your second verse or something to just kind of give some of the instruments a break and do something a little bit different because it starts to get a little bit repetitive, especially when you have the vocal kind of doing the same thing. It is on the mellow side, so you don't see a ton of opportunities for that stuff in sync, but there could be a place for it. I just don't know where exactly. So I stay away from the mellow stuff honestly until I get a brief for it. Unless they give me a brief like we're looking for more mellow, chill, R&B, heartbreak songs. Like unless I see a specific brief, I'll usually just kind of steer clear from it and just focus on like the mid to up tempo stuff, especially if you're not working off of a brief and you're trying to break in and get started. That's what I would do. And then the other thing with the vocal samples, you just got to be careful with that because if you're using it just as is, unless it was somebody that sung it for you and you're good, you own it 100%, that could get tricky as well because if somebody else uses that, then causes weird issues in sync. And yeah, and I think just mixing it tweaking some things on the mix a little bit to give it more life. Because right now, like the drums and everything, in fact, I think Flair's mentioned it sounds like a bit over compressed. I would agree with that. Sometimes when you use too much compression, it can make things sound quote unquote thin, and it kind of loses its dynamic. So, I don't know what you used on there, but if there's like some compression, you can maybe tone that down a little bit and dial it back as far as the compression is concerned and kind of bring, a little bit of life back into your the dynamics of your instruments. But yeah, Other than that, I think you're on the right track as far as, I hear your sting ending. The length of it is good. I think just kind of, adding up some changes on your second verse and just focusing more on like the mid to up tempo stuff will be real helpful for you. So thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate the super chat as well. And let's keep it going. Tricky. Did it come through? I found it. We got it. The beats though. All right, let's see. Let's check this out. Definitely a vibe. I think the volume was a bit loud on this one, and then maybe I think I would tone down some of the high end, especially like on those hi hats a little bit, because those were a little bit spicy too. And that honestly that could be just all volume related as well. But yeah, I like the vibe. I like your use of panning with your instrumentation and things like that. Especially like your percussion and stuff like that. I think that was nicely done. Excuse me. Could I hear it for sync? I think so. I think it depends on where. But yeah, no, I think it's it kind of has that classic vibe. And it's like a feel good vibe too. So, you could probably see it on some type of, scene transition. Maybe some type of, I don't know, just some cool laid back montage or something. But yeah, I think it has potential. Get that, lock in that volume and, yeah, I think you'd be good. Oh, this sting ending. The sound that's I don't know. Like that one is really going to be subjective. So, like one publisher may say, "Hey, like that piano sound or whatever that's echoing or that has the delay, the panning delay, they may ask you to like take that delay off or just have the piano stop after the one hit." And then somebody else, it may not bother them at all. So, I think it just really depends on who you end up submitting it to be honest with you. I've had people be picky about stuff like that, and I've had other people who just never say anything. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, good stuff though. Vocals will be amazing on this with the proper corrections. Oh yeah, I agree. That's an Atlanta Jazz Festival ad. Facts, though. That's a fact. So yeah, super dope. No doubt, man. Glad we can help. I think ending the bass on the C sharp, the one would make it cleaner. I'm not mad at that. I thought about it too. I'm not mad at that. The repeating thingy. Yeah, exactly. That's how some publisher it will explain it too. They're like, that repeating thingy right there at the end of the track. Can you you take that out? Hilarious. I had one sound. Somebody asked me to like take the take the crackling sound, like lo-fi crack, like vinyl crackling sound. And I was like, that's literally a part of the sound, fam. Like that's, I would just have to swap the entire sound out. That's why I start staying away from stuff like that. Like I learned that as well. Like if it's not something that can easily be removed from like a sound, I'll just use a different sound. And then if I want a vinyl effect, I'll like add that in with another plugin, so that way I can always just disable it to clean it up if they don't like it. So yeah. All right. Roman LP. Thank you for the super chat. The Wahoo. Mr. Wilson. I see your super chat as well. Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's check out this You Wahoo. It's remixed. I'm calling. I like how it started.
How many times do I need to be right there for you to see my heart is warmer? I finally got my song better, even though I'm anxious by you. Maybe it's not faded, but it feels like I've waited my whole life for this one try. Can we just try tonight? Because I want you, baby. I do. I want you. In order to do right, I wait on my days. I wait on my days for it, hey girl. But it's all real loving for you. Be my girl, 'cause I'm so taken to you. I know that you think I'm saying things that ain't true, and I'm acting brand new. Yeah. Crazy, amazing, I wouldn't change ya. When you say my name, I wanna take you way up there in the clouds, fame, diamond rings, anything. Because I want you, baby. I do. I want you.
There's so much space, like for it to breathe too.
In order to do right, I wait on my days. I wait on my days for it, hey girl. But it's all real loving for you.
The echo. They like that that repeating thingy. Can you clean that up? No, this was dope. This was dope. Like I like the vibes of it, man. Like it was different. Like it was just different. Like the processing of the vocals and like the effects that y'all were throwing on the vocals was really cool. Yeah. Shout out to who is this again? Roman. Shout out to Roman LP. Dope stuff. Caribbean, smooth Caribbean laid back vibes for sure. If they couldn't afford Neo back in 2008, you would have sufficed with this joint. Right? Like exactly. So yeah. That good work. Good work. That's the game too, man. Like being that replacement for the artist whose budget is just ridiculously high. All right, Mr. Wilson. That's under sports. Here we go. It's Mr. Wilson. Let's see this MV. Let's see what this MVP song.
But I finally made it. Sacrificing daily to be one of the greatest. I'm numero uno, ain't no room for debate. They see me at the top, and yeah, I know that they hate it. They didn't wanna hear me, now they stop and listen. Taking out the opposition at my proposition. So lonely at the top, and ain't no competition. I guess that he got way too hot, so they got out the kitchen. Playing game while I was down in the trenches. Hustling every day, I was just trying to get it. They used to turn it back, but now they back cause I'm winning. They used to turn it back, but now they back. They ain't got that much to say now. Never catch me on the way down. Keep it 100, I don't play foul. MVP of the game now. MVP. Tell me why these haters wanna envy me. Cause I go the hardest and they couldn't stop it. Told them I could make it over anything. I'm the MVP. Every day, but I never quit. Click back, they take aim, but they never hit. Keeping all my thoughts to myself when I rather vent. Pure determination, never wavered. No, I never been, I never folded. Never froze, even when it was the coldest. Best kept secret, but they couldn't hold it. Story of a legend, but they never told it. They sold it, and they ain't got that much to say now. Never catch me on the way down. Keep it 100, I don't play foul. MVP of the game now. MVP. Tell me why these haters wanna envy me. Cause I go the hardest and they couldn't stop it. Told them I could make it over anything. I'm the MVP. Yeah. MVP. MVP. I'm the MVP.
Crazy. Yo, shout out to the MVP. No, that was dope. So subject wise, lyrically, Mr. Wilson, y'all nailed that joint. Love the production, the hits and the stabs and stuff. I think that's super dope. The way it was executed. Would probably come down on that 808 a little bit on the volume because it was a little bit high in the mix, but yeah, but no, like I think it's ready to go, man. Like lyrically, they gonna eat that up on TV shows, movies, sports. Like, you know, that one song will give you a diverse amount of placements. So dope stuff. There's chorus. Yeah, the chorus is super infectious. The melody, the delivery from the vocalist, dope. Yeah, MVP. Look, Kim singing it already. Also, the wife behind the scenes gave you a thumbs up. That's always a good thing. Cause listen, she be hard. She'll let you know, like this is trash. Yeah, so that was Mr. Wilson, MVP. Appreciate the super chat. Big Bird got a beat called Skull Island. Let's check it out. Drop some fire emojis if y'all feeling his music so far. While I look up this this Big Bird music. Skull Island. Skull Island. Let's see. And then when did you submit it, Big Bird? Don't. Oh, nope. I found it. Your boy found it. Let's check it out. Need some more instrumentation here so it's building. Maybe some pads to fill it up a little bit, like them synth pads. I'll change the bass from like a instead of a regular like a live bass, just a 808 or something. Yeah. Crazy though, cause let's see what. Yeah, some more instrumentation. See how it ends. And the sting ending. So with this one, well, I guess it's go Power Rangers. That's hilarious. I noticed that immediately. So the funny thing about this is like the melody you're playing with the bells, it gets pretty redundant. In this track with that particular sound. So definitely, I would probably you could potentially swap the sound out. However, the bells could also work if you take drums out and then create more of like a tension cue, because that kind of sounds like it could create some tension. You add like some really dark pads on like that has more like low and mid frequencies. Add some pads in there. Then you could have like a track that, if you do a version without the drums, now you kind of have like this tension, track going on with that kind of suspenseful melody that you're playing with the bells. So, I think it, with some more developed production, adding a little bit more sounds to it. I think it has potential, and then swapping out some sound selection with your drums and the bass, I would definitely swap out to something more current, because like just the kind of beat you're playing, I think it would sound better with some type of 808 or something. But yeah, definitely has potential with some some structuring and things like that. So yeah, appreciate you submitting that, Big Bird. not mad at where you're headed with that one. Um, Man, Kim got me wanting cookies now. I don't think we're gonna get cookies. And I had to listen. I had to get rid of. Y'all know the veggie straws that I would eat like all the time. So we stopped getting them because we found out that it had like some additives and some bad unhealthy things in it. And I'm like, really? They had to mess up the one chip that I thought I was just, listen, it's a healthy snack. No, it's not. It'll kill you in like 17 years. It's crazy. Can't have nothing. Man. So rest in peace to the hot veggies, the hot veggie straws. Rest in peace. But I did find a Dorito alternative. We found a Dorito alternative. These joints slap. They're better than Doritos, and they're healthier. They don't have that MSG stuff and a bunch of other crazy coloring. Like, that's just a whole nother situation. Like the United States and their unhealthy coloring is just out of control. Like, there's certain foods that are banned in other countries because of the stuff that we put in our food in the States. It's embarrassing. Yes, that's exactly who I blame. The devil. Taking those chips away. Warm analog pads, yeah. Patty, are you Nike or Adidas for your running shoe of choice? Very important. That is a very important question. Nike or Adidas? Because, you need something reliable. When you're listening to a Flares track, you need something reliable if you're going to run like Patty or Kim. So what are y'all wearing? What shoes are y'all wearing, Patty and Kim, when y'all run? All right, y'all. Let's catch up because I'm low key getting behind. RWJ all day with the super chat. I see you. I think that was the next one, so we're gonna play that. Big Bird, thanks for submitting that. Respect the Flame by Ronald Wayne. Here it is, right here. We ain't even got to look for it. I love it. Sports. I'll take the tune of that 808. Yeah, I'll make sure that 808 is doom, 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 doom. I would adjust it so that it's hitting that note, because the note it's hitting now, it's like it's weird. You fix that 808, I think this will be useful. I can hear this on March Madness. Yep. Tune that 808 or get a different 808 that hits that note that it needs to hit. Cause it's missing the low end. We need some bottom in that joint. So I think a different 808 would be better. That has a little bit more bottom to it. That'll fill your track up more, give it more balance, and it'll bring everything that you're playing together when that 808 is hitting that note. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think it was good, man. I can definitely hear that like on some NCAA March Madness all day, for sure. LW said the super chats are running the show tonight. I know, right? We got through one track from the list so far. Patty P. I said Patty P. Patty P is in Nikes tonight. She's running in Nikes. Okay. Ultra 8K. That's hilarious. I love it, man. I don't even think I'm hitting 4K though. That's the crazy thing. I'm only like I'm in 2K. I'm in 2K. Patty, we need more ideas for a snack. Yeah, listen, if y'all have any snack ideas, please drop them in the chat so that we can request them. I can request the household get whatever snack to try out, and then we'll see. We'll test it. We'll put it to the test and see if it's good for us. And if it is, we'll get it in here and we'll eat it and enjoy it. Because I don't have anything. I don't have anything for the MVP section tonight. I'll just be drinking water. All right, let's keep it moving. Drop some fire emojis if y'all liking this music so far. RWJ, appreciate you submitting that. Thanks for the super chat as well. Antonio Dean, pineapple. Let's see what Antonio been cooking up. Let's see. Dang it, almost got it. Maybe even under. Yo, so let me pull this up so I can remember. Antonio. This is a great track. This is a great composition. Something though, I don't know if it's just the mix on it or the sounds or the volume, but everything is there. I can't, like, it just seems like something in the mix is missing. Like, it's not, the volume isn't there. Maybe it's some compression. I don't know, but something, I think it just needs something with the mix, man. It just really, because it's there. Like, nothing's wrong with it. I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's the brass sound. But I like it though. I like the track for sure. And the mix itself isn't bad. I think it might just be volume. I don't know. What do y'all think? Chime in the chat. But the way it was arranged, yeah, man, dude, they would eat this up for sure. If you're into popcorn, a healthier snack, popcorn. Listen, I have a notepad over here on my iPad. I'm literally about to write all of these snacks down. But I'm gonna hop on the stream one day and just have like a table full of snacks, just trying them out casually as I listen to these tracks. All right, so we got Popcorners on the list. We're gonna check that out. But yeah, upbeat party Afrobeat. I'll be out on the tarmac to greet you this summer. The NFL is in the Latin arena. Maybe a little more bass. Yeah, I think more bass would help. Lamar, listen, Lamar is he is an advocate for more bass. If anything needs more bass, Lamar's gonna let us know. I love it. The hi-hats didn't have enough low end. That's hilarious. I think it was the overall. I think so. Maybe it was just the volume. The brass stuck out. Give the Trader Joe's jalapeno seasoned corn and rice puffs. What is this about? This sounds delightful. Okay, let me write that down. Corn and rice. This literally turned into like a snack submission stream. All right. Noted. So yeah, I think the production of it, bring the volume up, maybe tuck the horns down in the mix a little bit. And yeah, I would definitely submit that though. I like it. And I'm, maybe it's some EQ stuff. I'm not sure. Sponsors for snacks have entered the chat. Let's go. Where they at? Let them know. We need these snacks. Let me see. I think it was the volume 2. This is my first time listening to it as an MP3. Okay, cool. Screenshot. I could just screenshot it. Then I'm afraid it'll get lost in my endless pool of screenshots. All right, let's go. Chris Jones, Game Time. Let's check it out. Well, there we go. We found it.
Yeah, it's game time. It's game time. Can't be sleeping, ain't no time for the slumber. Opponents coming for me, yeah, I know he got my number. Hold tight to the vision, y'all can't make me fumble. Every little trial is a tool to keep me humble. Get a big head and I know that I'ma stumble. I walk what I talk, I ain't got no time to mumble. Called to this mission, laser focused with ambition. Stay in my position, stay efficient till we win it. No looking back, got my eyes on the victory. Heisman on opponents, every step is making history. We celebrating to the end, cause it's all
I want that snare to hit harder.
Talk loud, it's
now
all
turn
noise.
The 808
we
down.
Can't hear you. What is that you said to us? It's hard to see you when you follow in the trail of dust. But I'm a good sport, you fall, I'm gonna lift you up. But then it's
I like to hear the vocals
time.
a little
Let's
bit
finish,
more.
Bruh. Playing every minute cause it's game time. Grinding till we win it, yeah, it's game time. You don't wanna see us when it's game time. Fire in our bones cause it's game time. Playing every minute cause it's game time. Grinding till we win it, yeah, it's game time. You don't wanna see us when it's game time. Fire in our bones cause it's game time. The score's close and we lost a few possessions. The clock's ticking, got people asking questions like how we gon' win when it's close to the end. But now we dig in and prove that through the testing. We survive in bad weather, not just fair days. We can thrive in the rough, not just fairways. We lock in, doing best what is next to do, knowing that we will win if we can execute. Playing every minute cause it's game time. Grinding till we win it, yeah, it's game time. You don't wanna see us when it's game time. Fire in our bones cause it's game time. Playing every minute cause it's...
Oh, is my sound cutting in and out? Oh, really? That's terrible. I don't know why, cause it sounds fine on my end.
Game time. Grinding till we win it, yeah, it's game time. You don't wanna see us when it's game time. Fire in our bones.
It's terrible. I was gonna mess up our audio like at the end of the stream. LW says the sound is fine for her. That's weird.
It's game time.
Okay. Yeah, I think this has potential. Some things I would tweak is the things I mentioned. Turn the 808 down. Turn the snare up because I really want to feel the snare. I think the vocals, the vocals on the hook, I always like to stack those so that they stand out and sound bigger than the verse. So to do that, I stack the vocals like 4 times, each vocal 4 times. So if I have harmonies, I'm stacking those harmonies 4 times as well. And then I'll pan 2 hard left, 2 hard right. And then that's going to give you, it's going to give your vocals a lot more depth, and it's going to sound bigger when the hook comes in. And then when you're back in the verse, it's going to sound like like your solo vocalist or whatever. So those are some things I would definitely add to just kind of take the production value up to the next level. Stacking vocals, just tweaking some things in the mix, turning that lead vocal up a little bit. Yeah. Outside of that, again, subject wise, you're talking about game time, man. That stuff is gonna work for sports all the time. And sports ain't going nowhere, even during a strike. So yeah. Outside of that, good stuff. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Indeed, man. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for the super chat as well. I went out, came back, cut out, problem fixed. Okay, dope. That's interesting. I don't know why that happened. All right, so Chris Bailey, we're gonna play Chris Bailey's joint. This will be the last super chats. We're gonna shut the super chats down, and we're gonna play Chris Bailey's joint, and then we got a Flair's joint in here. That's why everybody trying to figure out what kind of shoes they're gonna wear, so they can run pretty much. So track name from Chris Bailey is No Matter What collab with. Oh shoot, this is another Chris Bailey Michael Connor music collab. Did you say my comment about my shoes I picked tonight? No, you said Nikes make your feet hurt. I seen that. That was the one I seen. And I low key agree because like I have some Nikes that like the most comfortable Nikes that I have worn have been Huaraches. Those have been like the most comfortable Nikes I've worn. Huaraches, yeah. I have yet to experience a more comfortable Nike. All right. You know what? Okay, so this is what we'll do. This is a great end. So we'll play Chris Bailey and Michael Connor, because Michael Connor has been on this, he's just been on a roll. So we're gonna play this collab with Chris Bailey, and then we're gonna end it with Flares, and that's how the show's gonna go down tonight. So let's get it. Well, let's find it first. Let's do that. All right. Where is it at? When did you submit it, Chris? Oh, never mind. No, Michael submitted. I see it. They tag team this one. Timberland's high top with the extra cushion for my toes. Oh man, listen, you can run through anything with those. You're good.
I know, baby. I know. I'm tired too. have to fight. Listen. We've had some challenges along the way. I know it's been a lot. You know the man I am. I don't give up, no matter what the storm may bring. Everything we've overcome made us stronger. Situation makes me wanna fight harder. We're gonna see it through because I love you. I can see another way. It's just a feeling. Right now I have peace in stormy weather. Somehow you can listen to your feelings or not. Just believe we're gonna get through this. No matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Oh yeah, know that it's been difficult.
I think the mix needs some tweaking.
You've never been a quitter since I met you. This weight is really heavy, can't carry it alone. And I'm trying not to crumble, yeah. This hurdle wasn't meant to destroy us. It's just something else to jump over.
I'll add like some,
we'll see the morning light.
I think some little more mids, low mids to his voice maybe.
Don't let go. Just hold my hand. Hold my hand.
To the lead vocal.
It's just a feeling. Right now I have peace in stormy weather. Somehow you can listen to your feelings or not. Just believe we're gonna get through this. No matter what.
Welcome to WXTS Toledo. That's a legit radio station too. So yeah, I think this one mixing. I will revisit the mix because there's like a lot of things. The volume wise is just really pushing. It sounds like a lot of things are clipping. The lead vocal, I would add some more. Like mid or low, I would have to like play around with it, just depending on his voice. But I would add some more bottom to his voice because it seems like a lot was kind of taken out. It's making his voice a little more airy, and it seems like his voice isn't as airy in real. So I would add some of that back into that, especially that lead vocal. Background vocals, I'll usually roll off a little bit more low and some mids just to kind of leave space for that lead vocal. So background vocals could just come down in the mix, I think. But yeah, it was a cool song for real. I don't know TV sync wise, I'm not sure if it would work well in that space. But I like the production that you guys kind of put together there. Just a matter of getting that mix right to really take it to the next level. So yeah, shout out to Greg King TV. Thanks for submitting that, Michael and Chris Bailey. Keep it up with the collabs. Chords were fire. I agree. All right. Houston, Texas in the building. Harmonies and strings. They had them. Lamar wanted a little more percussion. That would be cool. All right, I seen a disclaimer come out. Disclaimer for newbies: the summer heat ain't done yet. Flares will keep the fires burning brightly. These are so well thought out. I love it. All right, y'all know the deal. If y'all ready, drop them fire emojis. We are about to end the show with flares. If you have not seen the Flares episode, the Flares podcast, where I sit down with Flares himself and pick his brain at how he gets these heart-wrenching, pounding drums You need to go back and watch it. It's on the YouTube channel. Just go back a couple weeks, a couple streams, and you will see it. A lot of gems dropped about Flair's journey and how he got to this point. And we find out if he is human or the highest quality AI known to man. So if you want to find that out, you got to go check out that podcast episode. All right, it looks like everybody's laced up. I'm seeing the fire emojis. I think everybody's ready. Let's go. We got Nike, Under Armour, and Timberlands, and something else in the group. So let's get back to this Flair's joint. And this will be the last joint of the night. It's called Avenger. It's a baby Flair's joint. Figuring out how to make a trailer track. Okay, so this is like baby Flair's. This is like early Flair's. Oh, Avenge. No snacks. Patty's out of here. They took off. We just getting started. Wow, that was epic. And this is like early Flair stuff. This is crazy. Super dope stuff. Let's go. Yo, my man 808 said Flair's came out with a beard and an LLC. Like a whole LLC though. Like he was ready. Out of the womb. Bearded and incorporated. Let's go. Yo. Who's MVP tonight? What are we doing? I forgot. What do we do? MVP? Do we do gold, silver, bronze? Y'all gotta remind me. It's been 1 week too long. Great work, Flair's, as usual. He played it into existence. Tonight's MVP is Mr. Haywood. LW just went straight to it. Like, but I think we will all agree. Like that one stood out amongst everything lyrically. I think that definitely had the best all around lyric and production from what we heard. The most ready to go. So there you go. Mr. Wilson, you got MVP tonight, man. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. Patty P made it back. Did Kim make it back from taking? I think Kim made it back. She's back. All right. We got everybody back. Well, this was dope. Shout out to everybody that came through. That's an old link. You can ignore that. Or not. You can actually get on the wait list. But shout out to everybody who came through Beats for TV Live a couple weeks ago. It was super dope. We shared a lot of gems. So that's it, man. I'm out. Listen, if you guys don't know how to get your music placed in TV and film, then just go here. Look, this is where you go. This is where my blueprint is, right here. roadto10placements.com. The link is also in the description. You go there, you learn all the steps on how to prepare, produce, and pitch placement ready music, so you can create that generational wealth with your royalties, and you start getting upfront sync fees, and you get to just work on a bunch of cool projects, and you get to sit down during Thanksgiving and Christmas, watch sports, and then tell your family member sitting next to you who told you can never make a living doing music that's your music playing on TV, and you're literally getting paid for it right now. It's the greatest feeling in the world. It literally happened to me. So learn how to get your music placed in TV and film. I'm out, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. This was super fun. I'm glad I was able to catch up with y'all again. And, I'm sorry, but next week I will not be here. I will not be here because it's Mrs. Clint's birthday, and I'm going to surprise her. I'm not going to do streams. I'm going to surprise her, and then we're going to have a little kickback here at the crib and just let her do whatever she wants to do and just spend some quality time with her. So I will not be here. Don't tell her that, but I won't be here because I'm going to be kicking it with the birthday lady. So that's it, man. I'll catch you guys the week after next. And until then, peace.